What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft with Madigan. How's it going? Glad you could join me again. I've done a little bit of changes to the old base here, just temporarily. I have taken a lot of items out of my applied energistic system and actually moved them over to chests temporarily. I think one of the things that can be difficult with applied energistics is that you can have a little bit of difficulty finding things. I know that it's easy to just type in the name, like if you were looking for, say, ingots, you can type in ingots, or if you were looking for ore, you could type in ore. And see, I had a quarry run. I have a lot of ores in there that need processing. Iridium. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a great system, and I want to fully utilize it, but I need to plan out the system architecture, or how I'm going to lay out everything with applied energistics, probably in a creative world, before I actually implement it. And I need more space because I want to set up a lot of the machines and use the cables to be able to process everything. So really, this is just a starter type system to get things going. But for now, I have a lot of my ores and ingots and everything that I need in chests temporarily. So yeah, so it's a nice way just to label things and see where everything's at. I can quickly make different items. So yeah, so it's a bit easier, but like I said, it's just a temporary fix. So now let's take a look. I've added a few things. You'll wonder what the heck this thing is right here, but this is a cobble generator using a block breaker from Red Power, and it uses lava and water, and it actually is 2 blocks high, and it breaks the block underneath it, and it sends the cobble through the block breaker downstairs using pneumatic tubes straight into my recycler. And this is a quick way to, it's just a never-ending infinite source of scrap. So eventually when we get a matter fabricator, we can start creating that oh so glorious UU matter. So that's that's kind of a new little feature. Right now I have it turned off, and I actually use a timer. So what you'll want to do is, when you set this up, I don't really need all these blocks here, but I have them anyway, just kind of for setup. So what you'll want to use is a timer. So I have some timers here. And you put your timer right here, and you can see every time it gets a redstone signal, the block breaker will break the block underneath, as you can see there, and the water comes down and the lava comes down to generate cobblestone. And then the block breaker stores the piece of cobble within it and then sends it through the pneumatic tube. So nice little quick, easy generation for scrap, never ending pretty much, for UU matter. It's kind of funny because, you know, one of the end all goals is to have UU matter to make pretty much everything you want. But it may be a while before I actually get to that, making that actual block. Okay, so let's see. I believe that I made a few other things. Also, if you notice, I have plenty of copper and obsidian dust, coal. I had a massive quarry running, and I'll show you guys. Another great thing is you can pretty much have infinite, if you have lava being pumped into an industrial centrifuge, you can have infinite copper, tin, electrum, tungsten dust to make tungsten. So pretty much if you just let that run 24/7, it's pretty much free copper, tin, electrum, and tungsten. So a little bit cheaty, I think, but you know, now with pretty much the de facto power source is from the Nether, which we have going here with an excuse me, an ender tank pumping straight from the nether. So, you know, lava is pretty much infinite. Another thing I set up here is a tank for biofuel, and I'm going to show you the setup I have real quick. Let's take a look at our setup outside. I want to get into farms a lot more, or forestry, and generating biofuel. I cleaned up our little cow farm here and added a feeder in there. I don't know if you can hear the sounds. I'll turn them down a little bit here. One thing with the farm, it's not working right now. I have it out of dirt. So one thing about these multi-block farms from forestry, you can actually add another block that'll allow you just to turn it on and off. But I don't have that. So right now it's out of dirt. So it's not producing any trees, and I can actually turn this off here. So this setup was, I changed it a little bit. We're sending everything, all our wood and sand and apples over here to this chest. But the idea is to use these forestry farms to generate biofuel, which these apples can be used, I believe, in like a squeezer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but so what we have going on here is all the saplings would go into this fermenter, and you need to provide water for that, which you can use with an aqueous accumulator, which I have down below with just 2 water source blocks. And the you have saplings being pumped in from the farm, and from here that will generate biomass and send over here to a still, and the still will take the biomass and convert it into biofuel, and then send it to this liquid tesseract, which goes straight into my tank back in the base. So one of the things that I would like to do is, creeper. They always sneak up on you. One of the things I'd like to do is to set up a system where there are multiple stills and multiple fermenters, because I've had this running, and seriously, like, it runs so slow, especially the still. There's just not as much biofuel that gets sent back to the tank for it to even be worthwhile. So I need to set up a multi-processing center for all of the saplings that I get to make good biofuel. And the end goal is to have plenty of biofuel being sent back to the base here, down into an area that I've been working on. I'm playing around with a little bit of a design change here, maybe with wood, make it a little more homey, a little more warm in here. But I don't know yet. I kind of like the stone look also. So it's, you know, the one thing about Minecraft is there's people that are extreme builders and very good with design and designing really cool structures. And then there are people that play mods, technical mods, which people really focus on what the technical mods can do versus design aesthetics. And there are some people that are a mix in between there, but I found that if you really want to design cool structures and do a lot of cool design work, you just need to play in creative. It's much, much simpler and easier. It's 2 different type of games, right? So, you know, so my designs are not going to be beautiful, but they will be functional and have a purpose. You know, some nice little design things here and there, but primarily it will be function over form, right? So some other things I'm actually working on building is an industrial grinder. I have an industrial blast furnace here, but I need an industrial grinder, and I would like to also do an implosion compressor to get some more advanced stuff. So yes, down here will be the new boiler room. This will be all of the hulking beasts, these railcraft boilers, and what they need. For one, I need more steel to make more of these high pressure boiler plates. I've got the fire boxes down here, and this is the biggest boiler that you can make. It is a 3x3 by 5, I think, or well, it's 4, 3x3 by 4 of these high pressure boiler plates, and then the fire boxes under it, liquid fuel fire boxes. So what we'll do is we will pipe in the biofuel into these, and you also need water. We'll use aqueous accumulators, and then we will put industrial steam engines, which, let me take a look here. These industrial steam engines will go on the sides. They'll basically surround. You can directly connect the industrial steam engines to the boiler, and it will be powered by the steam, and it will directly feed energy into redstone energy conduits we'll put on the sides into energy tesseracts, and that'll generate our energy. Or we could do them right into the energy to the redstone. What is the redstone energy cell? And so it'll store MJ energy, so we can power quarries and do other things, and just have our power generation down here. So I'm going to be working on that, and building a whole bunch of HP high pressure boiler systems down here. So that's kind of the goal for that. The other thing I'd like to get into, some of the other forestry stuff like bees and tree breeding might be kind of interesting to get into, but for right now I'm still just working on power generation and some of the more advanced machines. And that's pretty much it. One thing I'd like to kind of bring up, there's been a lot of talk lately about when is, FTB going to go to 1.5, and it may be a while before that actually happens. It's kind of a mix because Red Power 2 has not been updated to 1.5, and it may be a while before that actually happens, if ever. And also IC2 hasn't been updated in a long time. So if things switch to 1.5, I might end up restarting the world, because I don't want to corrupt the world, or I don't want to have problems if we start off with a new FTB pack and there's things that could cause problems whenever I upgrade. So it might be starting off a new world, but I'm not sure at this point. One other thing I also want to get into is Thaumcraft. I haven't gone down that road yet, but I know it's pretty cool. So I've actually started a kind of a Thaumcraft tower over here on top of this mountain here. So there's even like a little... Actually, I found this and I started building this, but I didn't even see this little chest here. So that's some pretty good stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be working on a tower here. At this point, I'm not really sure how much more that I'll do with Minecraft. I know that I do want to work on these things that I've showed you guys today, but I've been playing Minecraft for about 1.5 years now. I think since like November, December of 2011. So maybe 1 year and a couple months. And I don't know. I've lost a little bit of interest. I never played a game for this long consistently, other than like World of Warcraft. But I'm starting to look at other games now. The one thing that keeps you playing in Minecraft is playing with others. I think that single player can get a little boring, and it's important to play with other people. And for me, I played a lot on a PvP server or PvP servers. I ran my own PvP server for a while, and I really enjoyed the whole factions, MCMMO type of server. And playing in a faction was a lot of fun, and leading a faction and events and just all the stuff that went on with playing on a factions-based PvP server. and I really miss that. I definitely miss hanging out with people and doing those things and having those fun times. So when you're not doing that, when you're not playing with other people, I think in a game like Minecraft, which just makes it so much more fun, it does tend to get a little boring at times. Now, I love all the mods. There's plenty to do, but playing on a server is great. And I did run a Feed the Beast server, but I spent more time handling issues or dealing with people than actually playing the game. So, we're like, well, why don't you go play on a Feed the Beast server? The problem is I don't know anyone on the servers, and the other issue that I have with some of playing on a server like a Feed the Beast server is that it's so volatile. Like at any time, it could be shut down, or the world could get corrupted, or somebody could cause it to have major lag. I kind of don't want to risk that. That's the only reason why I don't play on other servers. But single player, is okay, like I said, but it can get a little boring after a while. But there's so much to do. But I kind of feel like I want to give Minecraft a little bit of a rest for a while, and maybe pick back up on it later down the road. I mean, Feed the Beast and mods have totally, they totally re-energized my interest in the game last fall when Feed the Beast came out, and I was playing with some guys that were really into the mods, but they don't play anymore, and they play in League of Legends like everyone else. But I am totally not interested in League of Legends. I even tried it, and I like PvP a little bit, but not like all the time. And that's all League of Legends is straight PvP. I know you can play against bots and stuff, but I know the real fun in a game like that is to play against real people, which I'm just not really into. I being competitive, I sometimes like the competition, but I've never been into it. Like even going back playing StarCraft, you just you get online and you just get your butt handed to you. And, I know that that's what you got to do, right, to get better. But I don't know. It's just not fun for me. So anyway, but Minecraft is definitely incredible, and I totally love it. And I think what I just need to do is take a little break for a while and then revisit it. But I know that I'll keep getting the urge to work on my base here and coming back to it. And look, this is some awesome terrain. That's the one cool thing I love about this extra biomes is the terrain generation is just incredible. And I wish that they would add some of this stuff to regular Minecraft. As you can see, my PC has issues. Yeah, I would love if they would add this kind of terrain generation to regular Minecraft. I think it would be really cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching today, and I will probably take a little break from uploading episodes for a while, but you never know. Just check the channel, keep an eye out, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like the video if you like it. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.